So I'm going to take date and put it down here, date down in rows, and I'm going to put, first I'm going to remove the grouping. So, okay. This is the way it should normally look when you start out. I'm going to put date down it, and then I'm going to throw the sales for that day in there. So here we have the total sales on every single date during the year, or during the life of this data, which is like 5 years. And if I scroll down in this, I get an awful lot of records. There's 600. There's almost 800 rows in here. That's not very useful. So what we would like to do is see it by some kind of a time period. So for example, suppose I want to see it by years. I can right click in here, and I'm just right inside the data. I pick any cell inside the data, right click and select group, and I get this pop-up that is oriented toward dates. And let's just select years by themselves and click on OK. So now I get the total for each year, and all the dates are just compressed into each year. Hardly easier than that. Now you may have noticed when I went in here and did grouping, I can have more than one of these selected at a time. So I can select months and years, and when I get that, then I get subtotaling of years and then the months within them. Okay, January, February, March of 2012, and these can all be collapsed like so. This is kind of a nice thing to do for your boss or your boss's boss, because they can come in and drill down and look at the details of the data on their own. There's a number of different ways of grouping. I can come in here and group on, say, let's do quarters instead of months. So there's 4 quarters in each year, and I get second, third, and fourth quarter. This 2011, there is no data in the first quarter. 2016, there is data only in the first quarter, and the other years have all the quarters in them. And of course, these can all be collapsed like so. So this kind of grouping is very handy, especially with dates. In a file where you've got sales on 700 different dates or 800 different dates, it just doesn't make any sense to have the raw data. And of course, you can always come over here and drop sales rep in the columns and see what every rep did in every month or every year or quarter like so. So it's real easy to expand this stuff out and look at the details. If you decide to start over or you want to do it differently, then all you have to do is right click in here and select ungroup, and it will take you all the way back to the individual days worth of data. Let's take the grouping into a different direction. Let's take the date and throw it in columns over here and put customer down below in the rows. Now this is kind of a goofy thing, because it's showing every single day, and here, you know, this customer had a sale for that much on that day. Again, this is something you're going to want to group right off the bat. So click one of the dates up here, right click, select group, and let's just do it by years. And click on OK. And now it shows each customer sales by year. Notice that Euclid Products didn't buy anything in 2016, which leads to the question, hey, why haven't they bought it? Did they go out of business? Did they get mad and go find another supplier? That kind of thing. So it allows you to take a quick look at the data like that. And of course, you can group multiple ways on this thing. If I want to add grouping for quarters underneath the years, then I can wind up with this, a 2-level grouping in columns. And these are expandable and collapsible like that. So it gives you a lot of flexibility to look at the data in different ways very quickly, and it allows you to give it to another customer, or your boss or your boss's boss, and have them experiment or drill down on the data by themselves. Now you can combine grouping with filtering. So I'm going to come in on the grouping here, and I'm going to turn off quarters so I have just years. Now I can come up here on the triangle and just pick a few of the years that I want to show. So let's get rid of that and just show 14, 15, and 16. And poof, I filtered it like that. So it's incredibly flexible and easy to do with this stuff. Now let's go look at, I'm going to take the date out of here. In the next video, we'll go look at doing other kinds of values.